up? What up? What's going on, y'all? Back at it again. It's the Wrap Up Podcast. Episode 7.
Episode 7.
7. How you feeling, dog?
Feeling good, man. Can't complain, man.
That's what's up. So, man, our weekly update. We need to know what's going on. Candy Lady. I know she's still anonymous, but what have we had on the desk yet?
It's been kind of dry.
It's been dry.
Oh,
she's slipping?
It's been dry, man.
Oh, nah. What'd you do?
I can't tell you, man.
You better switch up your tie or something. You're doing something she don't like. Making us look bad out here, man.
We're out here dry.
Supposed to be working on a king size candy bag. Halloween coming up. You tripping.
We'll see what's going on. Put my nose to the pavement, man.
Yeah, man. Put your ear to the street. See what's going on, man. Drop some flyers out here. Try to see what we got.
For real.
Yeah, man. So gonna switch it back up a little bit this week. We gonna talk about. You know what, man? Let me stop. Lead into this real quick. I don't know where y'all at out there, but we in Chicago and it got a little cold this weekend.
Tis the season before the season.
Tis the season for the season. So when it start getting a little cold, man, you already know what time it is. It's cuffing season. So cuffing season is upon us.
It is.
Starting to get cold.
So what is the actual start date of cuffing season?
That's a good question. That's actually what I was going. Man, great man. I like the way you do business. That's what I was getting ready to say, man. I know the weather kind of gives us a tell about when cuffing season starts, but what would you say is the start of cuffing season, or what's the area? I say it's got to be Octoberish. It's got to be Octoberish.
Yeah, I agree.
Here's the setups for me to say the reason that I believe is Octoberish. One is, again, start to get a little cold outside. But two, Sweetest Day is in October. I think that is it's got to be a cuffing season holiday. Ain't nobody really celebrating that unless I feel like real couples don't celebrate Sweetest Day. I mean, maybe they do. I
don't need it.
I don't really celebrate Sweetest Day, but I feel like that's definitely a cuffing season move.
Well, I guess you can say it's when you start getting the fever problem.
Yeah.
Whenever you catch that fever, it's time.
Yeah. So what is on the cuffing season application?
The cuffing season application.
What's on the cuffing season application, brother?
So on this application, it has to be someone that you can foresee yourself cuddled up with.
I dig it.
Dudes like to cuddle. If they say they don't, they lying.
Yeah, of course. Look, man. If you don't, either you lying or you ain't done had the cuddle right yet. That just might be it. I don't want to just prejudge you as a liar, but I mean, hey, that might be it. Maybe you haven't had it done properly.
Yeah. So they got to be cuddable.
Cuddable.
New word.
Fresh babies and cuddable. Put that in your Stephen vocabulary.
They gotta be cuddable.
Cuddable. Okay.
Let's see. They gotta have a dope winter wardrobe, I believe.
Man. A dope winter wardrobe. I like that. They can't wear the Uggs.
Your joints can't be leaning.
You can't. Balled up Uggs.
Yeah, you gotta
your
look
Uggs
good.
Got wrinkles.
You gotta look good in infinity scarves, if you will.
I dig it.
You know what I mean? So you gotta have a certain look. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your nails gotta be the color of the seasson. Get you a plum.
There you go. Check this man out. A rust color.
Yeah, it gotta be a little
nice earth tones.
You know what I'm saying? But in real talk, in all actuality, cuffing season is someone that you can see yourself kicking it with for at least 3 months.
I dig it.
And I'm going to say the hunting season starts about September to October.
I dig it.
By November, let's say before Veterans Day, the 11th, before November 11th, just arbitrary. I don't even know how that came to my mind. But before November 11th, you got to be committed.
It's on his application. Don't let him fool you.
You got to be committed on who you about to be cuffing.
You're right, because all of your free agents might be gone by then.
You're right.
Yeah, so I dig that, man.
And they got to be able to maintain until February, maybe.
I dig it. One thing I think gotta be, it has to be on the cuffing season application is, it's gotta be somebody you actually like being around. Because
most cuffs are friends.
Hey,
they're
a lot of cuffs are friends.
Yeah.
If one of the major things on the cuffing season application, if you want your season to go right, it's got to be somebody you can stand to be around. Because in the wintertime, you in the house.
Yep.
You're going to be around each other a lot more. You ain't going out and about. It ain't as many activities to do like in the city. Summertime shy is a totally different thing.
Yep.
You can be out and about. You could damn near forget about your significant other and be cool. I mean, it don't really happen like that. But yeah, you know what I'm saying.
You got to have the same red box taste.
Right, you know exactly. Your Netflix subscription has got to be busting. Don't stop on the Netflix subscription.
Your DVR got to be
it's got to be stocked.
Yep.
You know, and it's got to be somebody you genuinely want to be around. Absolutely. Or cuffing season is going to be very lonely.
Yeah.
So I think that's a major key right there. But I think you right about that cuffing season time frame. You really want to have some solid choices or some picks around November.
Yeah.
Because if not, it's gonna be bad out here for you.
Before Thanksgiving is where you should be narrowing everything down, because now you got to know where you're going for Thanksgiving.
True.
Christmas.
True.
And New Year's. So those are the major three for cuffing season.
All line up. Another thing, I'm glad you said Thanksgiving. If you got one cuffing season and she gotta cook, yo. She gotta be able to cook.
You think so?
Man, you know how much money you gonna spend if she can't?
But that's twofold, because one of the benefits of cuffing season is we're cooking together, because you're in the crib. You making a pizza together.
All of us can't cook. I mean, I can. Let's not. Let me set the record straight. I ain't Chef Boyardee, but I can hold my own. Mama said, "Look, you got to learn this, because just in case you can't get a woman, you can't die. You can't starve. So I'm gonna teach you how to cook. So I can hold my own in the kitchen."
I'm sorry,
but
a dude over 30 should know how to pick his own greens.
Pick his own greens?
Yeah. You should be able to cook a Sunday meal for yourself.
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking you're talking about like, okay, so you mean like going to the store, be able to pick
and cut the greens yourself and put them in the pot. You should be able to make at least greens, macaroni, and bake you some chicken.
Yeah, okay, I dig that. I'm with you. I'm in line with that. I can make that happen.
That should be a must, a given. So now when cuffing season comes around, you're not going out.
Right.
You cooking together.
I don't want to do that though, Steph. I ain't trying to cook for myself.
So if you don't want to do that,
if she in the house, I'm not saying she always got to cook.
Yeah.
But I want her to be able to facilitate the meals.
I hear you.
You know, I mean, I like the fact that you brought up the we could cook together. Of course, that's a part of bonding during cuffing season. I dig that. But man, bro, if I can't continuously hamburger help it, over and over and over. It's like, we can only get, a grilled cheese.
Yeah.
Nah, shorty, you picked the wrong one.
You're right.
You get an F for your selection. You gotta blame yourself. I need somebody who could cook something that's gonna stick to my ribs, bro. You big dude.
Now I believe in cuffing season kickbacks, meaning if you put her on, I won't say the team, because normally when you cuff, you're independent. It's you two.
Right, yeah,
together.
Yeah.
But it comes with a waiver period.
True.
If you cuff too early,
and
a better handcuff is coming, you got
somebody got released. And you got
the right to release.
Yeah.
And cuff said new person.
I dig that. That's true.
Respectfully, though.
Yeah, it's rules to this. I think it's definitely different ways that you can release your cuff.
Yeah.
So it's all about being able to. I ain't gonna say make it happen, but if it comes to that point where it's like, man, this ain't quite working out. I found out Shorty can't cook. Mm-hmm. Then it's different ways that you could do that.
You ain't trying to cook nothing.
I'm gonna be honest, dog. I cook when I have to. If I have to, then I'm cooking. But for the most part, man, cook for me, please, and I'll be straight. So that would be one of my reasons to release a cuff is if she couldn't cook.
Okay.
Now, again, I ain't trying to say I don't need a 4-course gourmet meal every week. I mean, every day of the week rather. But I need you to be able to hold your own in the kitchen.
Yeah.
It's like another thing is because I'm not gonna gas you up either. I'm not gonna just sit there and eat it and it's bogus and I'm like, yeah, babe, you did a good job, but this is pretty. I'm like, we're gonna have to try again next time.
So you got all this dirt in these greens. What's going on?
Say, we
all this grit.
Like, what you getting me for my birthday? A cookbook. That's what you getting. You getting some lessons.
An air fryer, something. You gonna fry me some chicken?
Yo, I get an air fryer for myself just
That's
because
true.
it's kind of fresh.
That's true.
But all right, so that causes me to want to shift focuses real quick. What's some of the reasons that you release a cuff?
So you can release a cuff, of course, if it ain't working, it ain't compatible.
True.
If the cuff finds out that somebody else is lurking, you got to release the cuff. So this is more of a pre-cuff.
Do you release that cuff, or are you just upfront about it in the beginning? Like,
no, you're never upfront with when you cuffing.
Well, that's true. That's true. I get it because let me. I guess we gonna put it into context because if you cuffing, then you saying okay, you're the one. You're the one. But I guess that pre-cuffing stage where you going through your free agents.
Yeah. So that's not even preseason. This is straight up. The draft.
You in the season. Yeah.
This is the draft.
I got you. Yeah.
This is the draft.
I got you.
So so you're bringing people into the office, if you will, and you're interviewing. Yeah. You're interviewing over dinner, over a movie, in different scenarios so you can see. And they're normally in cuffing situations. When you in that cuffing season mode, a lot of stuff take place in the house.
Yeah, because it's cold outside.
Yeah, not a lot of stuff goes on, especially in Chicago.
Oh,
so you have to first find out, are they willing to drive where you are, or are they willing to let you come over at a certain time, not to do nothing, but to just mingle, find out, scout.
Not to cut you off, but that's another reason why I said you got to really kind of be in tune with the person that you with.
You're right.
Because it might be, like 11 o'clock at night, and it's like, yo, I just want to come through, and we really just going Netflix and chill. We ain't even really got to get busy. We ain't even got to get into that like that.
Yeah.
But I got to want to be around that person to be able to do. It's like, I just want to be in your presence. I just want to chill. I just want to chop it up. I want to talk. We watch the game together. We watch a movie, whatever. Move out the bam. If you can't do that, that's off limits. You can't. You cuffing wrong.
Yeah.
You cuffing wrong.
You cuffing straight.
Yeah. Let her go.
Yeah.
If you can't do that with her, then let her go. That ain't the right one.
And you got to be somebody you're in tune with. And we only talking from a guy's perspective. She has to have accessibility. You have to be able to access her at all times.
Okay.
All times.
Break it down.
So when I say at all times, like you mentioned, the 11 o'clock joint.
Yeah.
What you doing? I ain't doing nothing but sitting at the crib. Yeah. You want to come through? Can I come through? Yeah. It can be as simple as, it's a lazy Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to get my hair. Okay, come through when you get your hair done.
Yeah.
When you get your hair done. In the summer months, it's a lot of stuff going on.
Right. You probably moving around a lot more. She moving around. Yeah. I dig it. So now I got you.
Both parties have to be able to traverse in the snow.
Traverse. I like that.
We got to be able to move in the snow. If you can't move in the snow, your cuffing season is shot.
Yeah. Because if you ain't at least where we at.
Yeah.
Cuffing season obviously is universal. It might be different other places, but if you don't know how to maneuver out here, then you might be shot. It might be over
because my tire's bad. Well, you get lowered on the docket. And we got to get you in when the rotation is over.
Get in when you fit in. I dig it. I dig it. So, cuffing season is, I guess, to break it down more plainly, and I guess maybe to get a better definition of what we see it as, or what maybe other people might see it as too, is this is that courting phase. I'm getting to know you. I'm into you. We are, I guess you can almost say, even mutually exclusive.
Yeah, you're exclusive.
what bumps, what during cuffing season, what can happen during cuffing season that makes them elevate out of cuffing to saying, you know what, this might be somebody that, you know, like, we going beyond cuffing now. This is something that, you know.
So
Shorty might mess around and get something for Valentine's Day.
So it's a couple of different situations here. I'm a love doctor.
Yeah. How many games does she win during cuffing season that helps her get to the playoffs? So
if you find yourself missing the text, meaning they didn't text you, like, oh man, she ain't hit me up. That's one character of she may be valuable outside of the cuff.
I dig it.
If you're texting her good morning every morning.
Oh, the good morning joint.
And not just the good morning because y'all just now rocking. I mean, it's continuing. We in like January, February.
I dig it,
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you ain't missed one yet. Or better yet, when you do miss one and then you hear about it.
Yeah. Y'all together at that point.
Yeah.
Y'all together.
Y'all solid at that point.
If you get the, how come you not texting me like you used to, y'all big one together.
Yeah. Y'all
so
in it.
So you're not cuffed no more. You're in a relationship. You know what I mean?
I dig that.
So it's more of those situations where the cuff is starting to turn into the relationship, or it is the relationship.
Right.
You know, she coming through and she bringing food, or vice versa.
Oh man, that's gonna move you up the ladder. Yeah. If you come over and you bringing food already cooked, or you know, first of all, again, we talking about traversing in the snow during cuffing season.
Absolutely.
Even if you stop somewhere, ain't nobody trying to stop in the snow.
Nah.
But if she's stopping in the snow or she bringing food over, you definitely winning. Ladies, hint.
If she tell you to come over and she's cleaning up, you in a relationship now.
Okay.
Because a lot of females, if they clean, you not really coming over while they getting the boudoir and all that stuff together.
I dig that. That's a good point.
But if she telling you to roll through and she listen to Jill Scott and got the incense going, and she vacuuming and changing her linen,
living my life like it's going.
If she's telling you you don't have to take your shoes off anymore, y'all together.
Oh, I dig that.
Fresh niggas gotta take their shoes off.
True.
When you in the game, you can leave your joints on. She don't even care no more.
Point. That's a good point. I never even thought about it like that. That was very insightful, brother. Did you see the look up, the stare off into space real quick? Like that make a lot of sense.
You gotta look at these
putting
things,
the pieces together.
You gotta look at these things, man.
I dig it, man. That's what's up. So, I guess when it comes to cuffing season, what's some of the things? I guess you can say. I wouldn't necessarily say juggling during cuffing season, but if something don't work out with one and then let's say you moving on to another, when is it too much? When would you say is too much? Because some people may have a misconception of cuffing season as to where you cuffing more than one.
Yeah, you just a serial dater.
Yeah. So then what's too much?
In all honesty, to me, 2 is too much. Because I can't get to know your vibe if I'm checking for another chick's vibe too. And a lot of people in my lifetime have disagreed with me when I say that. Okay. Like, no, you can, and a lot of women have disagreed with that. Yeah. Oh, you can date multiple people and all that. No, but the reason of cuffing season is a convenience. Yeah. It's a necessity, but it's also still, like you stated prior, it's a different level of the court.
True.
Meaning that you're still courting, but you guys are comfortable in one another's surroundings.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta be.
She can come into your room, y'all can watch TV in the bed, and she don't have to put on, a t-shirt, some shorts. She can have on her regular clothes because of the comfort level. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about the comfort level. So when you start juggling in the cuff, it's hard because now you have to kind of. We already mentioned traversing, not just in the snow, but in the whole relationship, the whole outcome.
Yeah.
You kind of gotta. It's a different kind of maneuver when it's multiple as opposed to in the summer.
Okay.
In the summer, it's more free fall. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It is what it is in the summer, but the pickings are kind of slim in the winter cuffing season because everybody getting cuffed.
Yeah.
So if you drop one or mess up one, you may not have another on your roster.
Yeah, it might be cold.
Yeah.
If you think you're lonely now.
Man. Shoot. Wait until 5 seconds from now. Right. Way to forget tonight. When you get that text and no response, that's a dark, cold night, boy.
Ain't it though? So what's some of the signs where you cuffing and then you find out what's some of the signs that you've seen and you find out like, you know what, man, this ain't working. Maybe is you or maybe is her. What's some of the signs that you would say, okay, maybe this ain't working out?
Chemistry ain't right. If you find yourself bickering, just like a relationship, if you find yourself bickering over silly things, when you gonna come see me, you ain't asked me to come over, that type of because in the cuff they kind of have free range, not to just show up, but to be like, yo, what you doing? I'm about to come over. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You don't have to ask them to, hey, what, you want to come over? You don't have to do that in the cuff.
True. I dig it. So that's a good segue. So the whole bringing up the point that, okay, well, you asked to come over. Mm-hmm. Is there ever I ain't gonna say a barrier, but a point where it's like you ain't even asking, you just pop up?
Yeah, that's when you're in a relationship.
Okay, so
when you tell them you have the autonomy, just show up, but just let me know you coming so I can be at the crib. Yeah, that's when that relationship starts.
Okay, so that's even beyond cuffing season then.
Not necessarily, because I've had cuffs where they had the free range to pop up. Just always let me know that you, not because somebody else is there, but so I can be at home or whatever, or be in the area. So you're giving them a certain kind of clout that you're not giving anybody else. Yeah.
Which is another reason that, backtrack, or even just to tie it in. That's why, in my opinion, and it seems as though in your opinion too, that you should really only have one cuff.
Yeah, you gotta have one cuff.
Yeah. Or at least one cuff at a time. You might have one cuff in November and it fall off, and then you find somebody and it's like you rocking through, December, January, whatever. Yeah. So I dig that, but you should only have one cuff at a time. I think I ain't even gonna say I think I've talked to some folks that have multiple cuffs through cuffing season, and I don't know, I don't know, some dudes they know how to maneuver through that. It just, that's too much for me. But because then you literally juggling personalities.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. If you hide in your cuffs, then you got to cover up. I ain't even gonna say cover up your tracks, but then you trying to figure out, okay, that it goes back to that level of accessibility. It's like, oh well, yo, I want to come through, but you had another cuff crib.
Yeah, man, it's hard to shovel 2 yards.
Yeah,
in one day, man.
There you go. Hey, okay, so that's another one. You got to come over and shovel her driveway. Is that beyond the cuff, or you think that's still in the cuff?
That's just being fly because she ain't expecting that.
That's
just being fly.
That is kind of fly. That is
that's just being fly.
I gotta give me a shovel. I gotta give me a shovel. You Google this on Home Depot real quick.
You been using your foot.
I was like, give me a shovel.
The Timbs be snow white, man.
If she real dope, I might get a snow blower. Drop 200 on a snowblower for
get your little pain. Was a little Black and Decker.
A little Toro. A little gas powered Toro. We out here. She gonna be watching you through the window with hot cocoa, like
with her 2 socks and your sweater on. Oh, let the cuff begin.
Oh, straight up. All right, so we talked about the cuff beginning, the starting point. When does cuffing season end?
So cuffing season, in my opinion, normally ends because you kind of still cuffing around All-Star break, and that's around a little bit after Valentine's.
Right.
So you still cuff to Valentine's Day. So when you start saying morning dew, that means spring is coming.
True.
Then you have to assess if you want to roll.
You want to keep rolling with this cuff.
The duration.
Yeah.
Because to me, people act different in different climates, if you will.
I see
Your girl may act different in the summer than she do in the winter, and vice versa, you as well. You know, in summer you may be a little bit more loose. You know, you can't be with nobody.
Yeah, but so I'm out here.
But you the best person to be with for 4 months. You know what I'm saying? So it varies. It varies.
So that's a good point. So if we see people, so let's say this, we see chicks, and they always cuffed from that October to like Marchish stage, but then shorty always dropping her man around May, or you know, something like that. Is she toxic?
I don't see that. That's hard to judge because it can be two folds.
It could be.
It can be him letting her loose.
That's true. That's a good way to look at it.
Or it can be now that you don't have it's getting warm outside. You don't have the necessity to always want to be together anymore. But
then I'm devil's advocate.
Yeah.
If this happens, you know, year after year, and you said okay, maybe it's not always her dropping dude, maybe he's dropping her. But if she keeps getting dropped around the same time, is that saying something? Is that still saying something about her? Or then let's flip the script. Is that still saying something about him? If he always gets dropped or she always gets dropped during the ending and beginning of cuffing season, are they now tainted goods?
You'll never know when a dude get dropped because he ain't gonna say nothing. The female will tell you if a dude broke up with her.
And usually she gonna put it on everywhere.
So in most cases,
they do a lot of talking.
it's bad to say, but we peg her as the hoe when that's not the case.
Right.
Because our time frame is different from her time frame. What we perceive her as, you know, oh man, she going from cat to cat. It may be a long time for her in between relationships. We don't know her time frame. You know what I mean? So she may be ready to get out there, especially if it was only a cuff. She may be able to break the ties.
I dig it.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the same for a guy too.
I dig it. That makes sense.
But normally, you know what I'm saying, with anybody, if you pop in, it's 12 months in a year, and if you done been with 4 cats or you been with 4 chicks, that's a lot. It
is. That's way too many.
Not even physically, but just in their space. Yeah. That's a lot of cats to be laying on their chest.
You're not even because I mean that just lets me know that if you in and out of a relationship often, then what makes you? I mean, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, you know, because sometimes things just don't work out, and that's gonna happen throughout life. You grow. Or you grow apart, you know, you figure out, well, she ain't quite what I thought she was. He wasn't quite what I thought they was, whatever. But if it's constantly an in and out of a relationship, then when does it start to be like some self-evaluation where you might have to change something?
It should always be that, but that normally comes when you get tired of always in and out of relationships. Yeah. You ain't going to self-evaluate if you think you good. Or if you can find somebody quickly. Yeah. You're not about, because it's like, oh, I'm on to the next. That's why I believe that phrase, on to the next, on to the next. You got to be tired of sometimes going on to the next.
True.
You got to be trying to find out why the next ain't staying.
There you go. All right, this boy been dropping wisdom.
Man, you know what I'm saying?
Who is this guy?
This is my subject.
This is the cuffing season expert. Oh man, if y'all got questions, drop them in the comments. He got answers. So I know we talked about accessibility earlier with being able to say, okay, yo, I'm popping up or I'm coming over. Is it cool? Whatever. I want to get a little deeper into accessibility. You know, nowadays in the age of technology, what's a level of what's the comfortability in accessibility? Where is that? What's the do's? What's the don'ts? What's too much? What's too little?
That's kind of in the eye of the beholder in that relationship. What works there for me, for example, like I don't mind you following me on socials. I don't mind, but you're not gonna be checking my phone. Not even saying that it's anything there. Yeah, I don't think you need to check my phone. I was talking to one chick, and she asked me for my phone. I think I told you this before. And I said, what for? She said, I want to see what time it is. I'm like, what you need to see my phone for? Like, your phone is in your hand. The remote control is right here. Press info. Yeah. You can look on the microwave in the kitchen. We have a lot of outlets for time. You know what I'm saying? So you don't really need my device.
Like, girl, look outside. Look at the sun. You can tell it's 1:48.
Absolutely. So you need my device. So don't be a prior. You know what I'm saying?
I dig it. So I think it does have a lot to do with tailoring it to your relationship. Me personally, I always say this. I only speak from my own personal experiences. I am one of those guys who is I'm very open when I'm in a relationship. If you want to see it, you can have it.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, so phone password, cool. Mm-hmm. You got it. You can look at it. You want to go through my text messages, cool. Go for it. You got it. Social media, like you said, you can follow me. I'm cool with all of that. I don't really have any gray areas. Mm-hmm. Now, if people do, or let's say, okay, this is a big topic, I think, in relationships, with being able to have a phone on your password or having them not go through their phone. Like I said, I'm a person who was like, okay, my girl, she has my password to my phone, not because not because it's like I have anything to hide. That's not the reason I have a password on my phone. It's just, it is what it is. I got kids that like games, and I like my phone. Agreed. But it is what it is. So one of my homies, I brought this up, and one of my homies was like, oh man, yeah, I got a password on my phone. He's like, nah, I don't let my girl go through my phone. And obviously my question is, why not? Mm-hmm. He's always been a very private dude, so it made sense. But he said, we're so open with everything else. We could talk about anything, whatever. He said, but I want to have some semblance of having my own. Mm-hmm. That happens to be, my phone. He said, but he said it's not just like that with just his phone. He says, he does that with his time too. It's like sometimes it's just, I just want to be just me. Yeah. So is there a gray area or a fine line where you have to respect the phone without it being like you have something to hide or to cover up? How do you do that? How do you navigate that?
Well, that's a good question. A lot of people value their phones like they do their wallets. You don't let everybody touch your wallet. You don't let everybody look inside your wallet. Yeah. You don't let everybody pull from your wallet. And to some point, your phone is an extension of that. Not saying that you got some stuff lurking in there, but you got passwords and things, banking information, because they may not be looking for a check. They may be looking for banking information. He may not be looking for another dude. He may be looking for banking information. So it's more of a security, and we say we lock our phones because the main go-to is, let me check this text. Yeah. Let me see what's going on here. But in actuality, it's your extension of pretty much your laptop, your life. It's your phone. So you have things that you may have pictures of your fam that you don't have on social media. You may have some things in your notes that's just private for you. You know what I'm saying? That you don't want people. So you have to respect the I don't want you to see my phone. Okay. But you can't get mad when he or she unlocks the phone and then give it to you. That's what you wanted. You don't have to get the code, but if they unlocked it and gave it to you, what's your quarrel? What's your beef?
I dig it. Okay, I see that. So that's your give and take. It's like, no, you can't have my passcode, but I can unlock it and then I show it to you.
Now you can't unlock it and have it for 5 minutes getting rid of stuff. Right. That's a telltale. That's a telltale.
I dig it. So I guess because I ain't gonna say we different, but I guess we can say we differ on a plane with a few things here. My girl got access to my phone and all of that, and I'll go a little further. Here's the reason that I did it, is because, to be completely honest, she was in the courting phase. She was rough on a nigga with the whole, she had a wall built up with some things that went on in her past or whatever. So it took a lot for me to break down that wall, so to speak. So one of the things that I did to get through that was to say, okay, well, seeing what you went through, I want to be extremely transparent. I want you to know that I'm okay in a relationship with being vulnerable, because that's a part of a relationship anyway. So in order for me to break down that wall, I gave her a piece of my vulnerability. I would say that's a part of the reason why I was able to be as accessible as I am, and I felt like that kind of helped my relationship. Do you think that?
And that's dope. That's dope. A lot of cats don't have that. Not even that vulnerability. It's showing trust and respect for her.
Yeah.
To a certain degree.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's dope.
Now, and some people, and I ain't even gonna say some people, I get this a lot. It's like, oh man, that's soft, or she doing too much, or she got your balls in the jar. For me, I think it's more of I wanted to, first of all, I wanted to show her how serious I was, and it worked.
But that's the thing that cats be getting misconstrued. If you love somebody and now we're done with cuffing season. I'm sorry.
We beyond the cuff by now.
Yeah, we talking about this is who I'm with. Yeah, she should have your balls in her hand or in a jar. You know what I'm saying?
And in the hand, you
should have boom. You should have her joint padlocked up. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to
doubt.
be. So when cats say this stuff, either one, they single, they jealous of what you got, or they just got Silky Johnson hate all just
Silky Johnson.
Just hate all of
Hate of the Year award.
For real. Because there's no way if you telling your guys or whatever what you do for your woman, and why is it bothering you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That. You may give them some shots, but then at the end of the day, you're going to be like, yo, man, I completely understand what you're saying. Or later down the road, me and my woman have the same talk, man, and they kind of, if they're your guy.
That's what, I mean, look, to me, if that's, like you said, if that's really your guy, y'all should be bouncing stuff off of each other anyway. I ain't saying they got to know your whole relationship, but that's just some things you bounce off your homie. Just like, I'm definitely finna get a shovel. I think that's some flash shit. I'm getting the shovel.
Yeah, man, clean the windows.
I do that.
Okay,
the whole shoveling thing. I'm gonna be honest. I probably ain't. I shovel for my mama. That's been about it.
Oh man,
I gotta get a shovel. Dang,
I've been slipping. You ain't had a back rub till you get that 5-inch stiff tight snow. The one that you sweating in your scully, you done have that shot.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't have that.
Come on, man.
It's 28 degrees outside. I'm still sweating.
And they crack that door. Stop. You don't have to. It's too much.
Oh, I'm almost done, baby.
And it's still snowing, but you gotta finish it because you done already started.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Oh man. Hey fellas, get a shovel, dog.
Get you a shovel.
Give me a shovel. But yeah, man, this the whole accessibility thing is. Would you say? Obviously, like you said, this is beyond the cuff when you give them this level of accessibility with the whole social media and you get see my phone or whatever. This is beyond the cuff. We this is more than that now. Do you think there is a level where it's just like it's too much, where it goes from I want to be accessible until it's like no, you're just being clingy? Is there a level there? Where's that ceiling?
At a certain age, I don't think clingy fits anymore. And I'm gonna explain. When you get into a certain age group, clinginess is kind of a necessity because it's just you two. So you're gonna always be clingy.
I dig that.
The younger cats would probably say clingy, or just based off the definition of what it is, when it's too much, too quick, and you're not really committed to what the other person, woman or male, is trying to do. Y'all not on the same page. So it's clingy. You can't be in a dope relationship and say, oh, she around me too much, I need space, because that shouldn't bother you. Now, may be times you be like, hey, I'm about to run and go play ball, and she respect that, that's it. But when you come back, it jumps back up, but you don't have your moments to be by yourself. She went with her girls and got her nails and all that stuff. That was the moment for herself. When you get back, you pick up. So for me, at a certain age, I don't think clingy is the right definition. Now, you can be
overbearing.
Okay. Meaning, are you treating me with a maternal sense? Am I treating you with a paternal sense? You know, am I being your pops? Okay. Are you being my mom?
Yeah.
So that's the difference from clingy to me.
So taking that accessibility and then abusing it.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, where you at? When you getting back?
That doesn't even bother me.
No. I'm finna.
Okay.
Take it there.
Full circle.
Yeah. I'm finna. Let me paint the picture.
Okay, I got you.
So it's like,
my
okay.
bad, bros.
It's like, okay, well, where you go? When you coming back? And then you get the call, and it's like, okay, well, you said 5 o'clock. It's 5:15. You still ain't here, and you know, you haven't called me. Are you stuck in the snow? You know, what's that line of overbearing, and how do you? My bad. Zach LaVine just got hurt.
Word.
Yeah. It don't look like it's that bad. Basketball, my bad. Basketball always do that. It look like they just said out with a thigh injury. We'll see. Good. But back to regularly scheduled program. My bad, y'all. This line, I want to try to see what's the definition of what overbearing would be. I guess that's what I'm trying to paint. Mm-hmm. Is because some people may see something as overbearing, and then others may just be like, okay, well, that's just how I naturally am.
Yeah.
So what would be, how do we paint that as to, okay, so this is overbearing, and as opposed to just being accessible?
Well, I guess that's up to the person. When it becomes too much for you to deal with, then that's overbearing. Like, for example, you mentioned her calling, whatever. If you've gone all day and you haven't checked in with your girl, she has the right, or you haven't checked in, or she hasn't checked in with her guy. Yeah. They have the right to call to find out how are you, what's going on. So that's fine. That's not overbearing. But if you're checking in, you're sending texts,
27 missed calls.
Yeah, we need to find out what's going on.
Yeah,
how's everything with you?
Yeah,
do you miss me that much? But if she missed you, that can be a good thing too. You know, she riding for you. But if she or he, I gotta say both, because dudes do some suspect stuff too.
This is true.
If you find the car driving around the parking lot of your complex, or you see stuff like that, now you at a stage that's different.
Category 5.
Yeah, category. Vince said it best.
Yeah,
you're in a different category. So it's pretty much on what you can tolerate. To me, the check-ins and all that jazz, even if it's a lot, don't really bother me, because it gives me more of a, that's a pump up for me.
She really feeling the kid.
Man, she rocking with your man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I dig it.
Like, you'll let them be like, yo, I just, talk to you. You ain't got to, I make a joke out of it, even though it's still fly. But we all want, anyone that doesn't want to be wanted, I don't care how much it is.
He's lying.
If your girl give you 27 missed calls, of course you're gonna have a urgency. Yeah. Like, what's going on? Why you calling so much? Oh, I was just trying to get in contact with you, but based upon your bond and your level, you're gonna make a joke out of it. You ain't got to call me 27 times. You know, I'm gonna come see you. Right. You know what I'm saying? But that's the maturity in your relationship.
True. I like the fact that you said that. The maturity of it. So because in all honesty, and you kind of brought it up with the whole clinginess to overbearing, I think the definition of everything that we've talked about changes with your level of maturity.
Absolutely.
Cuffing season is definitely different from me now at 30-ish than it was at 20-ish.
Yeah.
And the whole what's clingy and now what, I'm used to or comfortable with, or what I may perceive as overbearing now. Mm-hmm. So that's another good point.
I want you to be clingy with me, because at a certain age, your options get low.
True.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no hair.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My stomach more rounded than normal.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
I don't quite hit the gym like I used to.
My beard salt and
like
pepper.
Ever. You know what I'm saying?
So,
I got like 1 or 2 up in here. I be trying to,
clean me out. Charmin's clean me, man. So I don't care. I'm not trying to be out here. What was it? Gallivant.
gallivanting in these streets.
For real, man. I'm not
30 in the club, asking
man.
you what's your favorite color at the bar.
Do it, man.
Yeah, them is over. That's over with, man.
I can't do it,
That's
man.
over.
I don't have it in me. My nerves is shot. It's not like the way they used to be, man.
I feel you, man. I feel you.
Like the thing we played today. I need somebody to love me for me.
There you go, man. So I feel like that was a good point of the whole level of maturity. It helps you look at things from a different perspective as to what's a cuff, what's valuable in the cuff, the cuffing stage, and what's valuable in the whole vulnerability, accessibility type of thing. Now I will say that there's a point of accessibility that I do have where I have a hard stop on.
Yeah.
My girl asked me for the joint Facebook.
No, you don't do that.
That I was like, look, I got to put my foot down on that one.
No, you don't do that.
You're not getting the joint Facebook.
Why? What purpose does that even serve?
That's what I'm saying. She didn't have a good answer.
What, you gonna post pictures of you all together?
That's already up there.
But that's already on your independent page.
And that's another reason why I told her no.
I've never heard that before. For real.
The joint Facebook?
Yeah, that's new news to me.
Brother, it's rampant.
Oh,
I know quite a few joint Facebook accounts out here, and I can't do it.
But what's the purpose of if you was out there doing something, you just gonna send them to the personal joint? Instant message my personal joint.
That's true. I mean, but shoot, if it's a joint Facebook, then both of them got access to that personal DM anyway.
Oh, so it's not like you still got your own joint.
No, I'm talking about
combining what you already got.
This is John and Jane Doe's Facebook.
But you don't still have John's Facebook.
No. This is I don't know. Maybe maybe that's how they do it. But the joint Facebooks that I'm seeing this is them, just one Facebook. Like both of them post, both of them. It's like, and the only way you could tell who it is by the type of way that they post.
Now you know what? That's
it's kind of funny to me.
I'm glad you broke that down to me because I'm not opposed to that. And I'm gonna tell you why.
Oh, you opposed?
I'm not opposed to it, and I'm gonna tell you.
Who are you?
And I'm gonna tell you why. Now, if this joint page, this is what it has to consist of.
Okay, I'm listening.
Wedding pictures.
Okay.
Holiday pictures. Family pictures. Pictures of the kids.
I dig it.
Date night pictures. So everything on this joint
gotta be
us
joint.
Together.
It has to be okay.
It's not you in the bathroom taking a picture that go on your page. If we gonna have a joint,
I dig it.
Everything gotta be joints. The little quotes that you find in the morning gotta be a joint quote. The songs you find, it can't be no to the left. It gotta be if the love is not some Luther.
Right.
You know.
See. Okay, so look, I can only go by the examples that I see. So one of my homies. He got a joint Facebook, and you can tell when he posting because he'll say something, he'll put up a Kobe post, but it's him and his girl.
You can't put that on the joint.
And then it's like she'll be like, it's date night with the bae, and we going to something. You could tell it's his girl and it's not him.
Yeah, he like, man, I gotta caulk the tub today.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying?
No, you just need a personal page.
Yeah, so it's like this. So that's why I can't do this. I can't do it.
So I see the merit in the if y'all go and y'all have like a dope day downtown. Those pictures go on the joint. You may have some on your own personal page,
but that's what I'm saying. You post that on the personal joint anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't.
Is that something that's so small that is going to still keep peace? Or is it that big of an issue to her that it's causing drama?
Oh, no, ain't no drama.
Not saying for your situation.
Oh, no, yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, to each his own. Me, if it would have to be a private page because I'm a private person. So if we post things, we can have friends on the page, but it's still who we want to see. You may not want everybody looking at. She may want them seeing the pictures of y'all in Paris and all that stuff, but the other guy may not want all that accessibility. So it's to each his own. So I can kind of see two foes. Me, I'm not opposed to it. You have to twist my arm
Okay.
About it. And then it may be something that's kind of like scrapbooking. Y'all have fun doing it together or something. You never know.
So it's no way that you gonna have a joint page and not have your own personal.
I'm gonna have my own page.
You're gonna have your own person. All right.
Cause I gotta shoot the bobo.
Yeah, of course.
You know, I gotta talk that.
Yeah.
I gotta talk my sports. I gotta post my videos.
No doubt.
On your joint. You gotta. So even though we want so much to be joint, you still need. I believe you should have separate bank accounts with your joint.
Okay.
Your joint bank account, and then you got your own separate joint.
I agree with that. Now that we definitely in agreement on that.
Yeah. So
we don't agree on this joint Facebook. I ain't going at all.
Some things you just need to have for yourself. Now, once again, let me precurse the joint Facebook. If it's gonna keep you from being in my ear, you go set it up. I post whenever, but that's your thing. That's your thing. If that's gonna make you happy because you want to post me, why wouldn't I like that? Go ahead and let them people know that you got this at the crib.
She gonna post regardless.
Stacy and the accountant need to know.
Stacy and the accountant,
what you got at the crib? You know what I mean?
Hey yo, Stacy and the accountant made a few. She done made a few episodes now.
Yeah,
so
man.
She gonna have to be a regular.
Yeah, so I'm not opposed to that, man.
I dig
that's something that's small, man.
I am. I'm letting you know right now because I know she listening. You aren't any closer to getting the joint Facebook.
Hey, I tried to help you.
You're not any closer.
To help you.
You're not any closer.
Now that I tried to help her, man, you better not get no joint Facebook.
She not.
I tried to hold you down.
It's burnt up. She not getting that. It's over with.
Oh man, them Jordans about to be on fire.
Hey, no. See, you talk about getting dropped from cuffing season. Now you talking about getting dropped. Don't put no ideas in her head.
You're not in cuffing season any longer. Let me fix that for you.
Oh, this is true.
Hey,
this is true. My cuffing season has been
long
gone.
He's done. His jersey is in the rafters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Number 33 fresh is in the. I can't give you 23. 33
it was
fresh is in the rafters.
20. It was 20.
Okay, number 20 is in the rafters.
Yeah. It's
you
up
go.
there. It's up there. Yeah, man.
You go, man.
It's cool though.
Nah, playing like me.
Stacy and the accountant.
I'm still
Candy Baby. If you're listening,
man, I'm getting 400 carries a year.
400 carries a year. I'm trying to get this young Russian record.
Yeah, triple crowns.
I feel you, bro. I feel you, brother.
I don't want to be nasty. I just say. What is that from?
I don't know. Oh man, what is that from?
I think that was where he was like, I don't want to be a Tom was like, I don't want to be a freak. I'm just saying.
Was it
when they brought the big TV in and they were sitting on the couch and he was like, I don't want to be a freak.
I knew I heard it from somewhere. I didn't know it was Martin.
Laughter's good for the soul.
Ain't it though, man? We always get a few on this. So man, I think that's a wrap, bro. Unless you got anything, it's a bow on it.
No, man.
This was a good one. Yo, let us know what y'all think about cuffing season. What's your cuffing season must-haves? What do you think of break cuffing season? Things like that, man. And let us know. Yo, do you give your girl? Do you give your guy your passwords, your email, your social media? What you think about the joint Facebook account? Put it in the comments, man. Y'all already know where to follow us. Hit us up, man. Peace.
One love. Love people. I ain't gonna need to cut that out.
Don't.
They need to hear that sign.
They need to hear that. Get you a shovel.
Get a shovel.